Before we can dive any deeper into this example, we need to get introduced to some new operators. Just need to get down to the very basic levels. So when we talk about the very basic levels, what I mean by that is that we need to learn about two types of operators. Now these two types of operators will determine how your conditions are going to work. So these operators are basically intended towards controlling this conditioning part. Now I have included three distinct conditions connected with this AND. So there is a way in which we can translate this human language into this programming language. So to do that, we first need to learn about all the relational operators. This is the first type of operators, and we are also going to learn about the logical operators. Now the logical operators are the second form or the second types of operator. So these two types of operators behave distinctly and they have precedence over the other. So what I mean by that is that the relational operators will compare one thing with the other, and the logical operators will connect two or more conditions together, or it will actually join two or more conditions together to form a more complex condition. You can provide one condition when you provide one condition, only a single condition, like if you are looking for a shoe that's only black in color and you erase this off like this. You're looking for a shoe that's only black in color, and if the shoe is black in color, you are going to buy that shoe. So that is just a single condition. You don't need to use a logical operator when you are only going for a single condition. But if you have more than one condition and you want to join all those conditions, suppose you have 3, you have 4, or you have 2 conditions, then you need to join those 2 conditions using the logical operators. Now let's first discuss about the relational operators, and we're going to use a very simple example to demonstrate what relational operators can do. So let me erase this off, and let me first actually list down all the logical operators. So the first logical operator can be denoted as the equals to, then we have the not equals to, then we have the less than equals to, then we have the less than symbol, then we have the greater than symbol, and then we have the less than equals to symbol. So these are all basically the these are basically all the relational operators. So these relational operators, what they will do is that let's actually first go from the beginning. This first one is known as the equals to symbol, or the equality operator. So this equality operator is just like it will take two numbers. Suppose you have got two numbers, one is stored inside a variable. We have already talked about and looked at how variable works. So you have got two variables. Maybe one variable contains the number 1 and the other variable contains the number 2. So these two variables, if you equate them, or if you check whether these variables are equal, or whether these variables contain equal values, if you check them, then you will find that these two variables does not contain equal values, because one variable contains the value of 1 and the second variable contains the value of 2. So these two variables are unequal. They are not equal. So if we try to use this equality operator, which is denoted by 2 equals to sign, you must remember that, because in programming, if you use this equality operator in any programming languages, including in including this C# language, then you will obviously need to use an equality operator with two equals to sign. Otherwise, your compiler, if you just provide a single equals to sign like we have seen before, a single equals to sign is something like this. Maybe I create a variable called string and I write my name and done. So I have got a variable in here called name with a string value stored inside that variable. Now the difference between this equality operator and this single equals to sign is that this single equals to sign is known as the assignment operator. So what this assignment operator does is that it takes the value on the right hand side, it takes this value and it assigns that same value, this value, to this variable called name. So this assignment operator essentially takes the value on the right and assigns that value to the name on the left. But if you're trying to check whether two variables are equal, like I have just explained with an example, if you're trying to show that two variables are equal, you need to use this double equals to sign, which is known as the equality operator. And there is another one which is known as the inequality operator. Now the inequality operator works just in the opposite way as the equality operator. Let me just show you two demonstrations so that it becomes clear. Equality operator checks whether two variables or two values or two expressions are similar, and the inequality operator, which is the second one, this inequality operator checks whether the whether two of the values or two of the variables